Another one to talk about, and this one 100% was one of like the two big ones that I saw this week, and I 100% need to get it on the list for us to talk about. We finally got a season 3 announcement for Fire Force. I feel like
Yeah,
we've
I
been
saw
waiting
that
forever
video.
for
That's
this.
wild. That's wild.
So apparently they're splitting it between April 2025 and January 2026. So essentially splitting the season in half, which I'm like, okay, fine. I guess I can.
It's a weird decision.
Yeah, it is, but I'm like, okay, it is what it is.
At least we're getting.
At this point, like as long as it's as good as what we've been expecting, absolutely, I can wait. Oh, mute that is in my a little really loud in my ears. I love the first two seasons, and it's been so long. I think I watched season 1 and 2 back in like 2020, and by that
Oh
point, I feel
wow.
like it had been out for a hot second, to the point where I finally got the first omnibus and I started reading it because like I think it's a really good story.
Yeah.
Did you ever get
Yeah.
around to finishing the first two seasons? Did you ever read the manga or?
I watched season 1 and I never got to watch season 2, so I guess kind of a good excuse for me to watch season 2. That way I'm caught up and can watch it while it's new.
Absolutely,
Um,
you need to.
I loved it. I loved it. What for whatever reason, I never ended up watching season 2. I haven't read the manga either. But yeah, I mean, this gives me a good excuse that hey, it's returning, so I need to watch season 2 so I know what's going on.
The only thing I couldn't find yet, I don't think we have an official announcement, was the episode count. So is this going to be, to me, would be dreaded like a 6 and 6, which kind of only gives you a taste of right as you get into it, bam, it's done. Or this going to be more like a 24 episode season, so they do like a 12 and a 12. I think that
Right.
will matter a lot as far as like how much am I gonna love and hate this decision at the same time.
Yeah.
But regardless, manga's been in print for a while, so go read the manga. Highly recommended. I saw this and I was like, yes, finally. Finally getting some good news.
Did you see the video I sent you of all of the I had no idea. But my Walmart has so much manga, it's unreal.
Oh, mine's
Did you see the
non-existent.
video I sent?
Yeah, I
I
did see the video.
I was like, I could pick out like 15 things here that Mark would love to have. There was like a big enough selection. I was shocked. I was like, I didn't even know this was here. I
I
had no idea. They have so much manga. Like it's crazy.
yeah, I essentially have to pick them up when I'm in Salt Lake, and I go to a Barnes and Noble. Like Barnes and Noble's got a big selection, but that's like the only physical store that I realistically can go to and buy what I want outside of having to, well, outside of like out of print stuff that you kind of have to buy online.
Right, yeah. Yeah, they had so much stuff. I was pretty surprised.
Yeah, but the other big news, this is big news because Gundam's a really big IP. We got a new announcement for Mobile Suit Gundam GQ, and there's like 6U's and X, GQX.
Yeah, so there's a little bit of criticism behind this one because it doesn't look like Gundam. It looks like Evangelion.
So I would say this very obviously doesn't look and it doesn't feel like it's Universal Century, like Gundam Unicorn or the Origin. This feels more like it's another alternate universe, kind of in the same vein that the Witch from Mercury was in. That's what I got the feeling.
So this isn't going to be part of the Universal Century timeline, right?
Well,
Like
we got this trailer. The problem is it wasn't subbed; it's just Japanese. So I don't know anything about the actual story other than the visuals that we're able to see. So
just gonna go on I'm just gonna guess that it's probably not.
it doesn't look, and I don't get that feeling. It feels like it's an alternate universe. But as far as like where the story's going to go, hopefully we'll get a proper, at least subbed trailer, an actual better synopsis for what the show is going to be. This one, I believe, airs in January. After it has like a special theatrical release for it, and then right after that, it's going to be airing on TV. So this is 100% going to be one of the ones we're probably going to talk about next week. Like, hey, I'm going to watch this winter when this comes out.
I definitely for sure want to watch it. I want to watch it as it's coming out and talk about it.
But I've
Kinda
also,
like
I've also been super biased because for the most part, the only other alternate universe that I really liked was probably Gundam Seed. Most of what I prefer to watch is Universal Century, just because, well, it actually gets time to breathe, tell a story. It's a super developed universe as far as like a timeline and storytelling.
I'm not that way because I just like Gundam as a whole. Like I like SD Gundam even.
No, I don't like
I
SD.
mean,
There's
see.
Gundam I love, and then there's Gundam I absolutely can't stand. And most of what I can't stand tends to be an alternate universe Gundam.
Would you say that you think SD Gundam is the worst Gundam that there is?
I've never bothered to even watch it, so
It
probably.
was on Cartoon Network. How'd you not? You never
I
watched
didn't
it?
watch everything on Cartoon Network.
Oh, okay. Well,
But this will
sorry.
be the first, probably the alternate universe in a while. So there's a lot of Gundam stuff. I just hope eventually we get more Gundam the Origin, because actually when they did the Origin, they didn't even fully
Did you watch the
adapt the
Gunpla
rest of the manga.
anime?
I tried to. I didn't care for it. It's a
I
Gundam Build
didn't really.
Fighter. It felt more like a homage to it, but it felt like it was Gundam in name only. Like yeah, there's neat fights, but
It was made to
the
model.
actual political thriller story that you expect from Gundam, it wasn't there, so it didn't grab me. It felt more like a straight advertisement for Gunpla, and that nothing else. If
Yeah,
that makes sense.
that's kind of no. That's how I got it. It was made to sell model kits,
I mean,
essentially.
all of Gundam is, but at least the regular Gundam, kind of like with this one, is there still the Gundams are designed to sell Gunpla, like that's where the money's at, but you can still have a good story at the same time. And
I know.
I
I
don't,
agree.
I mean, it's not is it the worst show I've ever watched? No, but it's not what I expect to when I watch a Gundam show. It's not what I want out of a Gundam show. If that makes sense. So
No,
it's a
feel
good
the same.
show. I just wouldn't classify it as a good Gundam show.
Sure.
But that's
Yeah, I
also
mean,
just a personal
it
opinion.
might be more of like Bakugan or something.
Bakugan, yeah, I guess kinda.
Like I kind of get that vibe because, kind of like obviously not toys, but obviously Bakugan is. I don't know. I get that sort of gist from it, but